This is the farm. The ranch is D&D Ranch.
D&D Ranch is a cattle operation that's on reclaimed strip mine land.
We're in Perry County, a little community called Chavies, which is kind of on the northern end of Perry County.
We've taken some pictures up here. I'd show them to people. They wouldn't believe it's in eastern Kentucky, in Appalachia especially, down here. I mean, you could see, you don't see hardly a tree. You see grass, and cows scattered out there. It looks like it's a mile,
But it's a home of the East Kentucky Heifer Development Program, which is in its 17th year.
We pasture about 800 to 1,000 acres of reclaimed mine land.
Well, what makes this one so unique is the heifers are actually brought here when they're weaned off their mother, and they remain here and throughout the whole development process. And then the owner, consignor, they retain ownership of them all the way through this. And then they've got an option at the end of this program either to take them back to their farm and make replacement heifers for their own herds to help build up genetics and quality, or they can sell them in a special bred heifer sale we have every year, which is always the third Saturday in September. Dr. Les Anderson with the College Ag Animal Science Department, he was kind of the brainchild behind this. And Les cited, he said, what are you doing with your heifers? And we said, well, we're grouping them as feeders. And he said, well, you're missing the boat. You need to be developing them as replacements. You can help a lot more people faster that way. And I said, well, design a program.
It was really neat building this. It was a lot of work, but building it from scratch, designing the layout of everything. They never had done anything on reclaim, didn't have any research based on reclaimed land. So they was kind of excited to do something, it was something different. And we provide them a pretty good service, developing the heifers for them.
It's a really good situation for beef cattle producers in this area who don't have the resources to do their own development. And by resources, I mean the land, available land, the time, and maybe just the know-how how to do it. So it gives them an opportunity to get them off their farm, let somebody else do it, and then bring them back.
My son and I run a few registered Black Angus cattle in Knott County. We have consistently signed heifers to this heifer development program since it's been initiated.
So this gives them an opportunity to take those animals and bring them up here and get them developed.
To me, it's a no-brainer.
Well, the development process is basically they go through a series of checks to make sure they're going to be able to have a calf.
When I bring them up here, the first thing they do is run them through the head gate. They worm them, vaccinate them. They maintain the body condition on the heifers.
And then we also screen them for cosmetic and structural flaws. If something's wrong structurally, they're not going to be able to get around. So we try to get a perfect animal coming out on the other end. So it just helps, them improve their herd.
We've been at the bottom of the heifer sale, and we've been at the top as far as price goes. So we improved the overall quality of our heifers. Just seeing the difference in the prices our heifer cattle bring at the market, and saying that is my heifer instead of sort of backing over in the corner saying, I hope she brings something today.
I think it's probably helped keep some people on the family farm because they're making money right now. It's with cattle as high as it is and everything. Even the stockyards that sell these animals, they keep telling us that every year, they're seeing improvement. The sale in itself is kind of secondary. The big part of this project was just to develop heifers and try to improve genetics here in East Kentucky. So we're making a difference.
It's been very educational and entertaining. I've met a lot of good people over here. They have taught me a lot about cattle.
Of course, they get a lot of good information. They're a source of a lot of, things I want to know, trial and error. We did a lot of trial and error things here with this because there wasn't any research based on reclaimed mine land.
It is unique, to be on this type of land, but there's plenty of it in East Kentucky. So one thing you can do with it that's productive.
I think about it sometimes about what we do with this ground, what it does, what we're able to produce, the kind of cattle we do and raise here, and it's still hard for me to believe it.
It's hard to imagine if you look at this, there was nothing here, no fence, no nothing, no structures, just strip mine land, that's it, just lay of land.
I guess I've been here so long I kind of take it for granted, but still it just still amazes me, how productive this stuff is.